Aloha, this is Skye, your soulful progressive with FNN, Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye on location in Honolulu, Hawaii, giving you that soulful news you need every time in the Pacific, yes indeed. And what is it I want to talk? Oh, remember to tell your friends to like and subscribe. Now, what is it I want to talk to you about today? What is going on? The de-dollarization of the American economy. It is ugly, but it's real because it's happening right now, and you already can feel how it's affecting your wallet. And we're going to take a look again at the lead because they explain it real good what's going down and why. And it starts with the word BRICS. And then we're going to talk about why. So, a lot of people say that ain't going on. But then we're going to prove that they're aware that it's happening. So let's take a look at the lead. And then we're going to discuss.
Meanwhile, the downfall of the dollar remains work in progress. The US dollar is facing a backlash. We told you about this last week. We got a lot of positive feedback on that story, so thanks for that. Tonight, we'll bring you the second part of our story. This one is about alliances, about countries joining hands to challenge the US dollar. At the forefront of this is BRICS. That's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. B.R.I.C.S. These are the biggest emerging economies in the world. BRICS represents 41% of the world's population, 24% of the world's GDP, and more than 16% of the world's trade. Now, Russia thinks that BRICS should do more, so it has floated the idea of a common currency. The first indication came in January. Russia's foreign minister had issued a statement then. I have a copy with me. This is what Sergei Lavrov said. Serious, self-respecting countries are well aware of what is at stake and want to create their own mechanisms to ensure sustainable development. It is in this direction that the initiatives that have been voiced recently about the need to think about creating our own currencies within the framework of BRICS. This was about 3 months ago. The idea is now gathering steam. Reports say they're working on a proposal which is likely to be taken up in August. That's when the BRICS summit will be held in South Africa. Russia has been pushing for this since last year. The Russian president backs the idea. Last year he said, and I'm quoting, "The matter of creating the international reserve currency based on the basket of currencies of our countries is under review." Russia has its own reasons to push for this. It is under Western sanctions. Its access to the global banking system has been limited. It cannot use the US dollar freely, so it is pushing for a new global reserve currency. And the other members of BRICS seem open to the idea. They too want to challenge the dollar's hegemony. How will this happen? A Russian lawmaker shared the way forward. His name is Alexander Babakov. He's the deputy chairman of Russia's State Duma. That's the lower house of the Russian parliament. Here's what Babakov said, and I'm quoting. "The transition to settlements in national currencies is the first step. The next one is to provide the circulation of digital or any other form of a fundamentally new currency in the nearest future." So that is the way forward. And some of this is already happening. And Russia has similar hopes from China. The plan for a BRICS currency cannot materialize without help from India and China. Russia needs support from both of them. And it's not going to be easy. Will China, that wants the yuan to replace the US dollar, agree to a BRICS currency? And would India want economic integration with China, especially given the challenges at the border? These conflicting priorities are the biggest roadblocks before the BRICS today. But that doesn't take away from the fact that they're all ready to dump the dollar. The dollar's dominance is clearly under threat.
All right. Did you see that? I know you did. It's all about BRICS creating their own new currency coming to a bank near you outside of America. And why is this? Because they are the new leaders. These are a group of 5 that's taking out the G7. This is what I'm talking about. The G7 doesn't have legitimacy no more because the U.S. took their legitimacy away by using sanctions as an economic war tool, and now that they found a way to get around it and trade within themselves, you ain't gonna have it like you did, honey. It ain't happening. No. It ain't happening. You kill Gaddafi. We know what Hillary said. But she ain't gonna be able to say it again. This is what's really going on. This is what's really going on. They are going around the American economic system that steals their money, stealing billions from Iran, from Venezuela. Can't even talk about Cuba because that happened so long ago. But then they go after Russia. China woke up and took their money out so freaking quick until the Swiss bank fell. That's what's happening. They are really woke while we're playing woke. Watch out, because it's only going to get better for them and worse for America. Why? Because America's way of solving problems is creating more debt, cutting more jobs, and failing more citizens. While when other countries deal with it, what do? They forgive debt like Russia did for Africa. Y'all just don't get it. You know, a lot of people aren't talking about this. Why? Because they don't know how. They can't. But I'm describing it to you. I've worked for higher financial institutions. I understand what's going down. And I knew this bubble was going to pop and somebody was going to create, and U.S. just cannot kill everybody that wants to create a different currency to get away from their sanction and economic horror that they have caused all over the globe. And if you agree with me, leave those comments below and let me know at FeministNewsN@gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. And remember, I'm that Soulful Progressive, one on Twitter, got that rant of the day on Blogger. Join that news crew. If you got a story to tell, let me know and we'll tell it. And if you care to get me a cup of coffee, that's Venmo at SkyeSoulfulProgressive. And mahalo and thanks to everyone that has donated. Yeah, I appreciate you because it really helps. Yes, it does. Now, remember, during this era of hate, you're going to have to participate because the world is too damaged. If you don't, it'll just get more damaged. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace.